Okay, this tutorial intends to take you through a very quick basic walkthrough of opening Scratch for the first time, showing you what the different parts do and what can be achieved very simply. So I'm going to double click Scratch to load it. Here we go, and I'm going to maximize my screen. Now you can see that there are four panels, or four main panels, to the Scratch screen along with a menu interface. So we're going to start at the very left hand side over here, and I'll just click so you can see where I am. Here you have all of the things that you can make Scratch do. They're commands, and these are very analogous to commands in any programming language, and they give your characters within Scratch instructions. There are 8 sections to this. They're handily color-coded and split into these sections: motion, control, looks, sensing, sound, operators, pen, and variables. And already you can see that Scratch is able to do quite a lot. On the middle panel here is the area where we assemble scripts. Now, scripts are just lists or series of instructions that you want to give to your characters in Scratch. And it's very important that you see the cat up here. It means that the scripts that we're looking at correspond to the cat character over here. This third panel is the actual screen. It is the actual program or animation that you're making. And this is where the things and the commands that you give your characters in Scratch actually play out and happen. There's a handy full screen mode so that you get the feel that you're actually playing a game or watching a real animation. And you've also got an option there just to make that panel smaller, so you've got more room to work when you're actually programming. But we'll keep it in this mode for now because it's always worked fine for me. Finally, in the fourth panel here, in the bottom right hand corner, you've got your sprite chooser. This at the moment seems a little bit meaningless because at the moment we've only got one sprite or one object. But as we build up more complex games, animations and things like that, more complicated programs, then this section becomes populated and is a handy way for you to navigate through all of the things that you're doing. So, without any further ado, I think we should actually do something. So, I'm going to show you a couple of really simple examples of just things that you can just try to see how Scratch works. And when I've used this with kids, this has quite often been the first thing that I've done, is just literally get them to have a little play around and see what things do. And the most obvious one is the move command. So we can drag and drop that command over here into this panel, and then every time we click it, it happens. So we'll see that as I click it, the character over here on the right hand side on the stage moves by 10 increments. So let's just see that happening. There we go, he's moving. Not very exciting at the moment, but on a very basic level, it does teach just cause and effect in computer programming. If I click this button, then my character will move. So what I can also do is double click on this number here, and it gives me the free rein to add any number in there. And these numbers can be positive or negative. And you'll find that positive means move right, negative means move left. So I'm just going to change this to 100. And I'm going to click there. And then I'm going to click it again, and you'll see this time the character moves 10 times further than he did the first time I clicked it. There you go, and if I also change that to minus 100, you'll see that the character starts to move in the opposite direction. So really simple cause and effect programming, really good, can be used in Key Stage 1 even, just to sort of show children that there's a very simple link between what they do in this panel here and what happens to their character in this panel here. There is a wealth of other commands and things that you can get your character to do, like turn, so I can make my character turn, and then move, and he'll move in a different direction, like so. And I can also make him point in a particular direction, and work with these. I won't go through these because I'd advise you just to have a play, really, and see what happens. The other thing I can do is I can make him say things, which is quite simple and quite nice to just quickly get him doing things. So I can make him say hello. I'm not going to go through every single one of these commands because it really is better if you just have a little play around with it yourself. But I will, over the next few tutorials, be showing you how you can make very simple animations and simple games by using combinations of these commands. And that will hopefully help you. I will show you one more thing. These commands are shaped like jigsaws, and you can see that there's a little bit that sticks out there and a little bit that goes in there, and that means that these commands can be clipped together to make sequences of instructions. And this is where the power of Scratch really starts to come into play, because I can ask my character to move 100 steps, turn 15 degrees, point in a certain direction, and say hello. And this is not very meaningful, but you can quite quickly build up sequences of instructions that make your characters do quite interesting things. I'm going to click that now, and you'll see he does it. I'm going to sign off, and I'll be creating some more tutorials that hopefully start to show you how you can use this in the classroom and for your own learning. So for now, thanks a lot, and goodbye.